ceremony at the tax headquarters. That doesn't happen. I said we'd start off with Mark Morton giving us a 35-minute lecture on tax credits before we start. But all kidding aside, thank you so much for being here. I'm Dave Hardy, Secretary of Revenue. And before we start, there's 3 former tax commissioners that are here today, and I'd like for each of them to be recognized. Ron Stone, here on the front row. Ron, welcome. Craig Griffith, Craig's back there somewhere. I saw Craig back there. Rich Boyle, where's Rich? I have to give him credit for being tax commissioner, even though he's probably deputy, but he claims he was tax commissioner. Jason Pizzatello back there. Jason's had every cabinet position you can hold in state government. But that being said, I wanted to take you back in a time machine real quick to January of 2017. When I took over as Secretary of Revenue, the governor honored me by appointing me as Secretary of Revenue, and there are 10 agencies under Revenue, and 9 of them were in great shape. But tax, I came down here and I met with Dale Steger and I said, we got work to do. We got work to do. We had a lot of problems down here at that time. Morale was terrible. We had a very high turnover. We were trying to hire accounting graduates at a salary of $23,000. Our workforce was down. Our salaries were terrible. The heating and cooling system in the building didn't work. Nothing was right down here. And I told the governor, I said, we need to start improving tax. And this governor, in his budgets, 17, 18, 19, 20, all the way through today, everything we've ever asked for, we've gotten in our budget. And that's why we're able to do what we've done here today. And we like to say that we've reinvented tax. And part of why we're here today is because this is a part of a process that we started in January 17 to make this agency modern, relevant, and more importantly, friendly to the public. And that process continued, and then in January of 21, when the governor started his second term, I recommended to the governor that a young man who works here, who's sitting here up here today, Matt Irby, be appointed commissioner, state tax commissioner. And when I asked Matt if he would do that, he said, I'll do it on one condition. I'll do it if you let me implement my vision for what I would like to see down here. So what we're seeing here today, and I'm going to turn it over to Matt here in a few minutes, we are seeing part of the vision that Matt Irby had, not me, on how to make the state tax commission and the state tax department relevant to the public, and to show the public that we appreciate the taxes that are paid to the state of West Virginia. Think about this. All of our general revenue funds, almost exclusively, come through this building. I can't think of a more important task. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to my favorite tax commissioner, Matt Irby. Matt, come on up here.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Governor, for coming here. It's a very exciting time here at the Tax Department. I want to extend a bunch of thank yous for being able to pull this off to a bunch of people, the Department of Administration, and Mike Dempsey, Barry Williams here at Tax, as well as our Operations Division that helped build out this space for us. I want to extend a thank you to Jindalay Jones, Andy Malinowski, and Jindalay Jones, who works here, and Andy Malinowski and Kelsey Clue, who work with Commerce, that helped us build out our new Taxpayer Engagement Center logo that we have over there. It's just a wonderful way to be able to showcase West Virginia. I do want to kind of mention the idea of the rays of sunshine. We all know that we're moving forward in West Virginia. They also signify the tax department reaching out to the taxpayers of West Virginia to be able to help businesses thrive here. I want to extend an incredible thank you to Jill Howard and the Department of Tourism with Chelsea Ruby for helping us design out the artwork here in this space, particularly this incredible view of our newest national park behind me. It just looks incredible here. We wanted to really showcase West Virginia in this space, let taxpayers understand, you know, what it is that we're doing here. We're showcasing West Virginia as we're trying to help them. So when Dave asked me to be tax commissioner, one of the things that he particularly wanted to do, he called it Tax 2.0. Essentially, it was a modern tax division that engages fairly with taxpayers and is committed to excellence. I've got here in this room a bunch of our executive staff, directors, assistant directors, all of you all I know, because I speak with you all the time, are committed to that vision of excellence. We wanted to, it was incumbent on us to place West Virginia citizens at the center of our plans, and we wanted to increase our engagement efforts with the public. So this place represents the cornerstone in our strategic plan to increase taxpayer communication, education, and overall engagement to promote voluntary compliance with our tax laws. While some people may be out there hiring 87,000 tax investigators, we're here reaching out to the public, trying to help them through the incredibly large tax code that Mark can spend hours and hours and hours running through. This space stands as a physical representation of our commitment to simplify processes, remove barriers to compliance, and assist taxpayers throughout the process. It's a consolidation of all of our locations Charleston-wide to make it easier for taxpayers to understand where they need to go to in order to receive assistance. And it also represents the opening of our Office of the Taxpayer Advocate. I have here Sarah, help me with your name again, Sykorovsky. Sarah Sykorovsky, who just got married, so I need help a little bit with the name. She is our new taxpayer advocate. We've never had a taxpayer advocate in West Virginia. It's a quasi-independent office that's going to help us administer taxes better and advocate on behalf of taxpayers. We also issued a new Taxpayer Bill of Rights. There's actually copies of it in the back of the room for anybody who wants to see it. It essentially entitles West Virginians to the right to quality service, the right to privacy, the right to pay no more than the correct amount of tax, the right to timely assessment, the right to a representation and to be heard, and particularly here at our new Office of the Taxpayer Advocate, and the right to a fair and just tax system. This space is also going to be used to be able to reach out to the public to hold informational seminars to small businesses who are just starting up so that they don't make mistakes early in the process. We're going to have dedicated space to training, dedicated space to taxpayers to be able to visit us by appointment. We have new kiosks over here, so taxpayers who have difficulty getting on our My Taxes system but want to use that much faster, easier system can come directly in here and use those. We think it's a step forward in easing the burdens of government on our citizenry and allowing individuals and businesses to thrive in West Virginia. That's what we're dedicated here to doing, and I know that you all of our tax folks here are dedicated to doing that as well. It's just wonderful to have you all here for this opening. Thank you.
In that same month of January 17, again, I was trying to find the bathrooms in the Capitals, the new Secretary of Revenue. The first financial meeting we had with Governor Justice, Mike McCowan handed us a report, and it had in brackets $498 million in red. And I thought, I'm a CPA, I think I know what that means. That means we're in trouble. And now, as we sit here today, June 30th of 2022, this governor started off with a $500 million deficit, and we just finished a fiscal year where we had a $1.308 billion surplus. And I'm going to turn it over to West Virginia's best ambassador, Governor Jim Justice.
Okay. Now let's just talk just 1 second, okay? First of all, I got word early this morning, really last night and then early this morning, that you really and truly would a whole lot rather see Baby Dog than me. I get it. I get that completely. But let's just hold up just a second, because in just a few minutes I'll make you really smile. And I'll make you laugh. And really and truly, at the end of the day, that's really important to all of us. You see, I've said this 1,000 times, but this journey's tough. And you know, we've all been through really tough stuff, especially the last couple of years. But I really do believe that the good Lord gave us the ability to smile and to laugh. And He knows that we need that through our journey. Now, also, you know, I call him Dave, but Secretary Hardy said that we have made, you know, every request you've come to me about, I've been eager to try to do it and try to make things go forward and everything. I did that because y'all are mean. And y'all can bite people. No, I'm just teasing. I'm really just teasing. I gotta just say this too. You know, Matt's words were great. You know, Secretary Hardy's words, Dave's words were great. I see Mark back there, and I see Mike back there, and there was another Mike at one point in time. But really and truly, and I mean this as sincerely as I can be, there were a lot of dark days. I mean, a lot of really tough days. And without any question, and all of y'all were the support group for them. But yet, day after day after day, we sat and worked through all the different gyrations up and down and everything. No way did I have that level of interaction with any group more than I had it with y'all. And absolutely within all this, there is so much room for all of us to be incredibly proud about where we are today. I mean, really, I'm a business guy. And when we walked in the door and the books were handed to me, I mean, God Almighty knows, guys, we were dead bankrupt. There was no way around it. And there was nowhere to turn. And today, through me telling you right now, no group did I work with any more than you. No way. No possible way. You know, with all of that, just think you have changed the landscape of this state forever. Now, I say it this way. You know, oftentimes I'll be in the helicopter or the plane, you know, whether it be mine or the states or whatever it may be, and it's night. And as far as you can see, there's these little dots of light all over the place. And they all depend on me. And they all have depended on you. And you've done it. I mean, you've done it. My dad would say, you've done it. And it's amazing. And you should be really, really proud of yourself. Now, I told you I'd make you smile. You know, this is another arm of just what's going on right here. You know, this is another arm of bringing definition and goodness and welcoming and everything that we are. You see the fabric of us, and this is exactly how I see it. And we got all kinds of commissioners here, and a lot of people have done great, great work. But our fabric is we know how to appreciate others. You know, West Virginia's got good, loving, craftsman-type people, but truly, truly, we appreciate others. And it makes us a real difference. It makes us different than others. I believe that, you know. Now, with all that, just look at the opportunities my God of living, you know. I mean, anybody could have figured this out. You are within a rock's throw of 2/3 of the population. You've got 4 of the greatest seasons on the planet. You've got the greatest people that are craftsmen off the chart. And you've got natural resources out to yin yang. Literally, you had 4 of the 5 players. You just had to have somebody that said, I really believe in every way, and now just go with me. And the guy really that would just reach out and say, let's all pull the rope together. Now, last of my last is just this. Literally at Christmas 2.5 years ago, my son and daughter just reached this little 10-week-old bulldog over our shoulder. And literally, I first looked at her and I said, you know, this little thing's going to get big. And we had 2 Boston Terriers that were already in the bed with us all the time. And I thought, she's gonna get really big and everything. Well, she did. She turned into that brown 60-pound watermelon that I tell you about all the time. But along the way, then all kinds of stuff happened, and it just got tougher and tougher and tougher and tougher. And every time I looked at her, she made me smile. And that was really beneficial to me. And then the other thing that she's done, and I say it over and over, but I can't say it enough, but every single person she came in contact with, she loves. And it didn't matter if you were Republican or Democrat or rich or poor or black or white, it didn't matter. She loved everybody. And then it just hit me just like this, and I really believe it. Any books you ever see from me are going to be titled or subtitled. The easy stuff is always the toughest stuff to find. When it gets easy, man, you're right. You're dead right. And that little bulldog literally made us smile, and she loved everybody. And there was no way on this earth that there could be a better message. So with that, I want you to watch this just a second. Now this we're going to begin to make you smile. This is about 20 or 30 seconds. And just watch this because I think it'll make you smile.
Justice, Baby Dog, and the gang.
Baby Dog and friends.
Even the governor's dog, Baby Dog.
I mean, Baby Dog, everyone loves Baby Dog. So
I'll sit here with you. If anybody wants to come up and see her, you're welcome to do so. Nathan, bring her out here just a second. And then I won't get in all kinds of trouble. But we're done, I guess. Are we done now?
We're going to cut this ribbon here.
Oh, we'll cut the ribbon. We'll get her up here. Come on, where's Nathan? Jordan, where's Nathan? And then if y'all want to come up and see her, I'll sit right here with her. Okay?
They took her back there somewhere.
Oh, no.
Where is she? All right, let's cut the
She's
ribbon.
going right here. She's going right there.
Take her stuff off. Come on, girl. Here, come over here. Get in your chair.
Oh, baby dog.
Oh. Come here, babe. Come here. Baby. That's the wrong chair. Here.
I want Secretary Artie's chair.
I'll get back my seat. She's just a small little thing. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, we're done, I guess.
Thank you, everybody,
Thank y'all.
for being here. Thank you so much for being here.
Keep doing
Thank
great
you.
work,
There's
all of you.
refreshments in this room right back here, right, Commissioner Irvin?
Yes, refreshments in the room back here. That's everything.
Okay,
All right.
thank you very much. Thank you.